1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sentences. Okay. Okay, so let's look at the 6 sentences quickly. See, the only thing that I keep saying is for jumble sentence, I've shared the strategies. Just apply the same thing, right? Look for repeat words or phrases. Why is that? Because we need to identify the topic sentence. And then just put 2 and 2 together, ask questions, identify some, phrases within the context to see what goes with what. So that's exactly what we're going to do, right? Maybe you found the close passage a little tough on the higher end, but it's good. It's good for us to practice challenging passages. So if something easier comes, great, we'll be able to do it. If something like this comes, we can still manage. 6 sentences, what I'm going to do is, so I'll give you exactly a minute. I already have people coming back and saying B is the topic sentence or F is the topic sentence, but let's see which one it is. So the first thing I always keep saying is, look for repeat words or phrases in the context, right? That will always help me identify what the topic sentence is. So if I look at my repeat words or phrases, I have the one thing that is internet banking, internet, online services related to internet again, right? Internet banking. So I know that this context revolves around internet banking, period. Right? I know that. Why? It has to. Out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sentences, if I have all except one talking about internet banking, this has to be about internet banking. Okay. Now I'm going to take, let's do one thing. I always like to do this. We'll take Prince and Ravneet's sequence. Okay. And we'll see which one is right. So Prince says F, C, A, B, D, E. Okay. And Ravneet says C, A, D, E, F, A. So let's see which one is correct. Yeah, let's start. So now I want you to just identify which is the sentence that is probably introducing what this internet banking is all about. Is it F? F says internet banking has several advantages. Okay, but is it telling me about what internet banking is? Not really, right? C, on the other hand, so Prince, your topic sentence, yeah, I know internet banking is there, but C is explaining to me what internet banking is all about. Banking is now no more limited in going and visiting the bank in person for various purposes like depositing and withdrawing money, requesting for account statement, stop a payment, etc. As you can do all these tasks and many more using the online services offered by the bank. That's an explanation of internet banking. What does internet banking entail, right? So C is my topic sentence, no doubt about that. So this sets the context, right? Then Ravneet says A. Ravneet says through internet banking you can keep an eye on your transactions. Okay, maybe, I don't know. But that doesn't A seem like an advantage, Ravneet? A seems like an advantage, right? If you have internet banking, boss, the advantage of that is you can keep an eye on your transaction account. So don't you think F should come before A? Internet banking has several advantages over traditional one, which makes operating an account simple and convenient. How is that? One of the advantages is A. So it makes sense for me, let me put the sequence here, okay? C tells me what internet banking is. F tells me that it has many advantages. A brings out one advantage, right? Now I'm left with B, D and E. If you look at B says security of transactions is a big issue. D says this means that by the ease of monitoring your account. Now, what is that this means? Whenever I have this means or whatever stuff like that, right? Immediately you should have an antenna come out. What does that this mean? Let's read. It says by the ease of monitoring your account anytime. That's your clue phrase, right? Monitoring your account at any time means what? You can keep an eye on your transactions. It's the same thing, right? How do you monitor your account at any time? You always have the access to keep an eye on your transactions. That's how you monitor your account. So this phrase, and this facility, right? So this means, so if you ask me, I would say CFA, this means, which means this facility, that by the ease of monitoring your account at any time, you can get to know about any fraudulent activity or threat to your account before it can pose your account to severe damage. CFAD, right? What else is left? B and E. So why is it important to keep your account safe? Because security of transactions is a big issue, as your account information might get hacked by unauthorized people over the internet. CFADB. So you're asking questions, right? And B answers that. So how can you avoid fraudulent activity or threat to your account? By monitoring your account at any time. And this is an issue because there is a possibility of this happening. And E has to be the last one. Guys, you got this right. You got the last sentence right? Because you have this very obvious clue word, thus, and then another very obvious word, concluded. Thus, it can be concluded that advantages are a part of internet banking but not without any disadvantages. So, CFA D, B, E, right? So, actually when you break it down, it's pretty easy. It's not a difficult passage at all. So, maybe you got some links correct, right? I see Ravneet, you've got AD as a link correct. Yeah? So, you're following. So, it's important for us to get the right sequence here. So now let's look at it. So I want you to pay clues within the context as well, right? So we've established the fact that C talks about what and all happens on, or what entails internet banking. It sets the pace. F introduces several advantages, one of which is you can keep an eye on your account. Through internet banking, you can keep an eye on your account, on your transactions and account balance all the time, and this facility also keeps your account safe, right? Which means this facility, same thing, because you can keep an eye on your transactions is equivalent to monitoring your account at any time. You can get to know about any fraudulent activity or threat to your account before it can pose your account to severe damage. And then you finish off with B and E. See, the reason why somebody said, right, B has to come before and things like that, D has to follow A, no doubt about it. And that only leaves us with B and E, and B has a direct reference to D because we're talking about security of transactions, avoiding fraudulent activity or threat to your account, right? So, and then you conclude with E. That's it. Yeah. CFA, DBE. So, good attempt, both of you. Yeah, it looks easy now when you break it down, right? The idea is for you to practice to such an extent that you're able to quickly look at repeat phrases, words. Now, this might not be the case in all the passages, in all the jumbled sentences, right? Sometimes you might have an easy one like this. For some of you it was tough, but then again, that's why I keep saying I don't want to say easy or tough because for some it's easy, for some it's tough. Our pace and the manner in which we learn is completely different. So let's move on. So if you get the sequence right, obviously you will get your marks also correct. So CFA, D, B, E was a sequence. Which of the following is the first? C. Which of the following is the second? F. Which of the following is the third? A. That's it, yeah? So you mark it. It's easier.